Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for February 2022. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Planets in the sign of Taurus. Just whatever brought you. You know, to me, that's good enough. I want to remind you that I did your year in review, and I just want to give you a couple bullet points of your year in review as I saw it. So it was number one about a subconscious dream that manifests for you. To me, that means my soul is bringing it. Maybe even over my human mind is like the energy of my soul calling something to me. Also, there is much luck for you in love and money. I almost feel like I'm gambling though, and it's like, but I gotta play it right at the same time, right? Like I gotta play it right, like like a gambler. I can only win money if I play it right. It's some of it's luck, maybe some of it's skill. And then I got the Fool is free. The Fool is free with purpose. So any of you who feel like, you just recently become free of whatever, a person, an addiction, a situation, this is great. This is great news because, again, it's just divinely what's meant to happen. And then I was going to say last but least, also no couch surfing. This is not the year just to lay on the couch and dream it, think it. This is about actually moving it, moving that stick further and further. All right, guys. So that's your year in review. Let's see for February now. What's going on? We have the Leo full moon. The Leo full moon is kind of like the Fool, free, new beginnings. So many of us, I feel like, are going to start to see energy start to change around that time. And I apologize, I don't know the exact date. I know Taurus are like, what do you mean you don't know the exact date? But I don't. I just know it's mid-February. I feel like there's a lot of good things. Potentially, I guess it's going to be up to us, but good things. So, let's go ahead and begin with your reading. I've already talked longer than most of you like for an intro. We're doing the spread a little differently for February. We're allowing it to feel out instead of, shuffling, even though I just shuffled both decks. Let's go ahead and begin. We're going to start with the Tarot of Dreams. And look at this. We have the Four of Cups. To me, that's couch surfing. That's dreaming it. But I'm not doing a lot behind it. I'm not putting a lot behind it. It could just be like something that, I think simply being aware of that changes that. It seems like a very easy energy to kind of overcome. I don't know. This could be that also that subconscious dream, right? Because it's a cup up here. That just means it's some type of fulfillment for you. Some of you, I don't know why, I feel like for some reason, all of a sudden, I'm feeling like, I'm grabbing these cups and I'm putting them down here, and here comes another cup, and I put it down, and I'm putting them down on the floor, and I don't know if I'm using them up and then waiting, it's almost like the second I finish one, I want another, and it's like, and I'm thinking of it like a drink, like, give me, what it reminds me of is, when I was young and used to go to the bars, you remember last call, you'd be like, All right, well, give me four. Give me 4 beers, right? When, because you want to get as much in as you can before you can no longer can. I don't know what that energy is coming from, but I want you to know that I feel it. Um, hmm. Grab a drink, 'cause it's funny. I'm like, let me grab a drink real quick. Okay, let's keep going. Well, we have the Eight of Swords. Um, these energies right now, um, all right, well, let me say it this way. It doesn't allow a whole lot of opportunity into your life. However, in the same breath, I feel like this is exactly what you're working on. This is hopefully, um, because many of us have had many changes in 2021. That's what it was all about. And again, I feel like really we're kind of still in that energy. And I feel like mid February is when things start to change. So maybe it's like one final push to see, like, am I holding myself back in any area? Is there something that first of all, am I excessively, um, like, I have one, boom, it's almost like a sex addiction. You know what I mean? It's something where I grab it, I use it, and then it's almost like when I have the one that I should be thankful for, then I start to think about the next type of energy. This is based out of the Eight of Swords energy, and that is that self-created prison. What does that tell me? It tells me that this is more in the head than anywhere. This is more in what I'm telling myself. Um, more than anywhere. It's self-created, so it can be uncreated. It's created due to something. What's the root of that? That's what you want to find, right? Well, if we look here, like, she's naked, but her back is to us. And it's almost like if I don't turn around, then they can't see me. But we can, right? There she is. But to her, she's just hanging on to that world. And it's based out of fear. But then it's based out of what I think is right because I'm protecting myself. I can tell you it's the opposite. Because what this does, sure, I protect myself, I guess. I stay on the couch, I never get off of it. What's going to happen? Well, I might get fat and die. I don't know. I might miss, maybe I'm fine with missing it. Okay. You know what I mean? Okay. But it's not like the rest of us can't see that. Anyway, self-created, I can uncreate it. And a lot of times I feel like this comes from conversations of the past, things that were said, doubt that was gained because of things that was said, and these things you took on, right? This 8 is heading towards the 10, and the 10 is, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we don't have to get there. All right, let's keep going. I don't want to harp too much on that. Jeez, Taurus, what's going on? Well, a 5. A 5, first of all. Change. What do you need to change? Your focus. It's very, very clear. What does that mean? It means that I've got to not look at all I've lost, and I got to start looking at all that is yet to be gained, right? Sometimes like something happens, we think, oh, that's it, our life is over. Life keeps moving, life keeps happening. But right now, okay, let's get all the cards out. Wow, I'm happy to see that. The sun. I feel like this is your awareness over. You know, it's almost like, okay, I see what you're saying, Sandy, and, you know, because the sun, like, illuminates everything. And that's the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? That's even the Eight of Swords. It illuminates that. It's illuminating where someone's focus is at. It is all on what I've lost, not yet what I have gained. But the sun is able to show you all perspectives of it, right? Because I'm only seeing it one way because I'm only allowing myself to experience that much of it. You know what I mean? Um, I mean, listen, we all know why, right? Because I mean, it's like this is not unfamiliar energy. This is energy we've all been in. All right, let's take one more, and then we're going to start building the deck out. Look at that. We have the Hermit. We have Leo and Virgo side by side. I only say that because, you know, when I see that, I often think of my son. He is Leo, and I'm Virgo. Um, but, you know, I feel like I often get personal messages in all the readings. You know, that's part of what I love. Like, you know, I'm not beyond, I'm with you. You know what I mean? I'm with you. I'm not beyond you. I'm with you. And I feel like the Hermit, like I feel like collectively this is all of us um, really gaining the wisdom of like our own energy. And I'm only saying our own energy because that's the energy we can control, right? If we can't control another, but we can control ourselves. And the Hermit is learning that, right? The Hermit's seeking the light. You know, look at the sun. The sun is like holding up, well, it's the sun, but it looks like energy, right? With the Hermit, you know, the Hermit's looking right at the sun. And it's like the sun is handing the Hermit the light. You know, this is when your spiritual self comes into play. Um, it's almost like this is when your soul says, okay, you need me. Whether you know it or not, you need me. Because this is about change. We have the 5 right in the middle of the spread right now. And as I go out, we have the sun on one side and we have the 8 of Swords on the other side. I feel like, you know, it's always going to be your decision. But life keeps happening. So, anyways, the Hermit really becomes the wise one. I feel like this is about spirituality. Many of you finding your spirituality. It's like, you know, we're Earth, right? But man, when we can trust our spirituality with that Earth, I mean, it's like a superpower. You know what I mean? And I feel like each has their own. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead and bring in the Tarot of Night, and we're going to build this out a little bit. I've been using this deck for February. I got it months ago, maybe years ago. I don't even know. Because I feel like, did I get it when I first moved back here? Maybe. Anyway, let's go above this 4 of Cups. We have the Strength card. Double Leo. Double Leo on the board, I just want to say. Okay, so what's ever in this 4 of Cups, right? And again, that 4 of Cups does move to the 5 of Cups. I just want you to know that. It's like if I don't break down this 8 of Swords, this 4 of Cups moves to the 5 of Cups. And that's not good. right? It's not where you want to be. It's not where you need to be. So it's funny. I feel like that's what the strength card is about. You know, the strength card is, if I'm going to sit on that couch, then let me start like digging at the root of the things that hold me back. And I feel like when you dig, we always come back to ourselves, right? Because it is the only thing we can control. So this is controlling it. This is the balance of the light and dark within us. It's not, you know, someday you got to say to yourself, like, all right, I got a dark side, but so do we all, right? We all do. We all have opposites. Everything is opposite. If there's good, there's bad, right? If you're in the bad, then you know there's good. If you're in the good, then you know. You know what I mean? That's when you appreciate, like, okay, I've been in the bad. So, why am I putting it that way? So I want to appreciate when I have the good. Okay, let's go below it. We have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups. I just want you to see the image. Boy, it's kind of like dark, right? It's like he's on the street corner. Maybe he lives in my neighborhood. It's like he's a night owl. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's funny because I feel like he's standing under the light that the hermit. Some of you, this is someone you're thinking about. You know, it's interesting. We have the 4, 5, and 6 of Cups. The progression, right? So the 6 of Cups can talk about someone that I used to know. And that may be why our 5 of Cups is here. You know, and it's interesting because when I first saw the 4 of Cups, I could feel like this power in it, like your soul bursting through. And maybe, I don't know why yet. You know, I do know that you're meant to be at some point, probably the beginning of the year, the Fool, but with purpose. And that means there's something coming. That's how I look at it. Anyway, this is, 6 of Cups is, you know, good memories. You know, it makes me feel warm and tingly when I think about it. Tingly. We have the 6 of Wands that is coming above the 8 of Swords. First of all, the 6 of Wands is the energy of victory. So you have the Strength card. You know, I just feel like there's something. You know, something that has caused you to put up some type of wall. I don't feel like it's benefiting you. It just isn't. I know you feel like it. Maybe you feel like it is, but I don't know. I just don't feel like it is because I feel like something new wants to come in. The Strength card, I feel like, you know, it's about overcoming what was, right? What caused that 8 of Swords. So that, you know, I don't know. It's funny, I did a spirit guide reading last night, and it was talking about feeling alive. Like, not just being alive, but feeling alive. Alright. Well, here it comes. Here it comes. Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. You know, I feel like whatever this little shadow work you need to do it. It is worth it. No wonder I felt like the Fool with purpose, because here it comes. Here comes something into your life. The Ace of Pentacles means it's coming into your physical world. You know, it's tangible. It can be a person. It can be an opportunity, Oh no, it'd be tangible, right? So it'd be like a job offer. It'd be something that enhances your life. But then again, it's up to you what you do with that seed, right? Because if I'm in the eight of swords energy, like if, and even if that ace gets in, like gets in between the wall, what am I going to do with it, right? I'm just going to let it wither up and die. However, if I'm in the Six of Wands energy, where I start to think about, first of all, it's the energy of victory and overcoming. It's saying that you can overcome whatever it is you need to overcome. And not just that, but maybe starting to feel like, I don't know, excited again. With the Ten of Cups, interesting, because it's coming above the Five of Cups. So I'm going to go right below it. We have the Four of Wands. You know, how interesting. I've gotten this type of energy in a few readings this month, so maybe I've been stuck on someone. I don't know. And I feel like if that's the case, it must have been a while. Look at this on the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Cups. I don't know what made me look at it right now. This is what's coming your way. It's funny, this subconscious dream that I'm manifesting. Here it comes. That's what the Knight is doing. It's bringing you in this cup, a cup of fulfillment. The Four of Cups, she's looking right up at a cup. If I go this way, if I just forget about the energy, there's a cup and now there's two cups. Four of Wands talks about a marriage, a commitment. And, I feel like it's interesting because I feel like in the past it may have been broken. But I feel like this is not about what was, this is about what will be. Because the ace is what's bringing it in, right? Bringing in this energy of the Four of Wands. I mean, first of all, it's beautiful. The Four of Wands is mirrored by the Ten of Cups. The only problem, if we're going to say there's a problem, is the Five of Cups is between that. So, whether this is someone who's coming back, and I shouldn't always say someone who's coming back, whether it's two people who make a decision to, try again. I don't feel like a lot of, I don't know, ill will, that type of thing. Maybe we were together and then we weren't. But that was then. I feel like I am now talking about what will be. Okay. We have the Star coming over the sun. I mean, it's kind of beautiful. That's your hopes, that's your dreams. And there's a sun. We are in the year of the Lovers. I do feel, I don't know. I feel love is an important part of this year. We have the Three of Wands. This is your action. So it's like, no wonder I feel like, it's like I'm really doing nothing about what it is I truly want in my life. I may be dreaming it, and maybe I don't know. I feel like, again, the subconscious, your soul, though, I feel like it's your soul manifesting something, someone, knowing that eventually you'll break free of that Eight of Swords. I know you break free because you have the energy of victory right above it. Why? Because you put in the work. The Strength card, right? Because you found your balance. And, you know, I definitely feel the sun is illuminating. You know, 2021, I feel like it was about the illumination of what was working in our life, what is not working in our life, that type of thing. I don't know. I feel like, yes, there may have been loss, but there's still going to be growth. You know, like this Four of Wands, I feel like maybe I was married before, but I feel like if I truly wanted to be, right? Eight of Swords is like, nope. No way. Strength cards, like, your soul is like, come on. Come on. We have the Two Swords. You know, what I like about the Two Swords coming out of the Hermit is it tells me that maybe I've recognized that if there is a decision to be made about something, or if, you know, something, you know, I don't know how to say it. It's like, I don't feel like all things come to you. I feel like you come to all things. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you meet what is next upon your path, let's put it that way, I don't know. I know you guys hate it when I say that. Not everybody. Um, Alright, let's see what's under the Hermit. The Nine of Pentacles. How interesting. Two cards of Virgo. Could be Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon. Jeez, that would be my boyfriend. Alright, let's look at this. I mean, I don't know how much clearer we need to be, but let's look at the star, which is a card Aquarius, by the way. You know, it's feeding the energy. It's coming through the energy of the sun. You know, there's nothing to fear within the energy of the sun. Like, everything is illuminated. Nothing can hide, and there's no shadows. You know what I mean? I had to get myself there. I just did. Through the energy of the Hermit, you know, some of it is a dark night of the soul. Yes, maybe I've been laying on the couch, but I feel like your soul's been busy. And I don't know, maybe your mind wanders back. Your mind wanders back to someone. And, you know, I don't know, maybe their mind wanders to you. It's very interesting because his ace is something that's new. Okay. You know what I love within this reading is you have the Nine of Pentacles as your last card. This can certainly talk about, you know, building a business, becoming self-efficient, becoming independent. Three of Wands, you know, I want to do this. I'm looking forward to doing this. It'll bring me joy. I already know that. And some of that joy has to come through stability. You know, you're Earth, so it helps center you. It can certainly be like you're starting to see, like, I'm starting to understand why I've been, like, pulled towards this spiritual type business. And it can be anything. Like, I start to really see the truth for the truth. Okay, I want to look at a couple things. I guess I should go right in the middle and look at this Five of Cups. We have the Five of Wands. How interesting. Huh, with the Six of Wands above there. It's kind of interesting because the Five of Wands can be very ego type energy. It can be where energy can become very aggressive, right? This is where we fight and we fight and we fight, but no one's really being heard. There is no victor to be found. However, you do have the energy of victory right above it. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of aggression type energy going on, but it's not because it's like I'm mad all the time, I'm angry all the time, but it's not because it's really who I am, right? Maybe I'm acting that way, but I'm acting that way because I'm hurt. That's the truth of the matter. It comes from a place of pain, but it may show itself as, I'm thinking a color like red. All right, let's keep going over that. We have the Queen of Wands. I don't know why she's reminding me somewhat of Mariah Carey. Like, like, you ever watch Mariah Carey sit she's so uncomfortable, I feel, with herself. I could be completely wrong. Okay, anyway. Let's take one more around the Queen. Look at this with the King of Swords. I feel like this Queen of Wands, for some, could be a Leo. And, I'm thinking, is this Queen before, after, the reason why? And what I'm feeling is this is the energy of after. Because it's in the energy of the sun. And it's the energy connected to your wishes at the same time. So, I feel like she's someone, so let's talk about her as the energy of the Queen of Wands. This is someone who, one time I may have led my life according to my thoughts, what my thoughts told me. Now I'm moving towards it's more about what I'm passionate about. What stirs the fire within me. This is how I'm looking at life now. So these fives feel very important. The more I see them, and I feel like the sun, you can't hide them, right? There's two fives, by the way. This could certainly talk about a previous relationship, too. And maybe someone has changed. Maybe you have changed. Maybe both have changed. And then this queen right next to a king. But this king brings somewhat of a question with him for this queen. Well, not really. No. No, she doesn't. It's almost like I bring this king to me and he doesn't even know how he got here. How'd I get here? Whoa, hi. How'd you get here? You know what I mean? That type of thing. Maybe some of you decide to go, to change location, that type of thing. And within that, it's interesting how I feel like this guy could be like a neighbor. I don't know. It's like I move into an apartment complex and then the guy in front of see you. I'm like, wow. Okay. What else do I want to look at? I want to look at, I want to look at the Four of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords, another Knight, and look at this, we have the Eight of Cups, which is now coming, over the Eight of Cups, or the Eight of Swords. Eight of Cups is, I feel like you make the conscious choice. I feel like you have done the work, you're doing the work, you're clearing that Eight of Swords, which, again, only you can do. I feel like many of you, it's like something's coming into your life. The Knight of Swords can be communication. It can be something like an opportunity that has to do with like your voice, your uniqueness, that type of thing. Let's look right at the Eight of Pentacles. Well, hello. It brings the world. I mean, okay. The world is all about a new beginning. The world is all about walking through that next chapter. It's all about your spirituality. It's like when I start to live my life with my faith intact, my goals intact, all of that. The world is when I'm looking at like all that is yet to begin. I feel like it's the most spiritual time within your life. I feel like some of you need to. It's like your soul, again, is kind of like in a way crying out for this pentacle. But it's like you can't free yourself until you free yourself. And then when you free yourself, it feels like everything changes. Some of you have already, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Look at this. No wonder I was singing that song. I mean, we're so over Christmas. But here's the Two of Cups. Okay. Two Cups is also connected, well, really, it's coming over the Five of Wands. Connected to the sun. Connected to the world. And I guess most important is coming over this commitment. This is soulmate. Definitely soulmate energy. You know, what's mirroring each other, the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Whether this has been and it's going to be again, if that's the case, both have done their part, let's say. Because I feel like in the Four of Wands, there's no way, like, there's no doubt in my mind. I feel like for many of you, this is new. And I feel like it is a soulmate. I mean, I know it's a soulmate. But not just that, I know what kind of joy that can be had from that. Okay. Let's keep going. We have the Page of Cups. You know, it's funny, Taurus, for Earth, you're learning a lot of emotional type lessons. And you have to. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Earth, that's what we're trying to, like, we've got to balance that emotional part of, sometimes we're like, we won't show emotions. Or we show them in ways that people, misunderstand them. Anyway, I don't know why I'm saying all that. Page of Cups is all about self. And learning to just love yourself again. Coming over the Sun and the Hermit. So when you are, it's almost like, like I was saying Mariah Carey before, but maybe it's like some of you, it's like you are the star. Be the star. Some of you, I feel like you're calling someone in from from days gone by, maybe lifetimes gone by. Or it's almost like, it's like I spread my wings to the universe. Almost like this, I know you can't see me, but like, almost like the Superman pose. You still can't see me. My arms are like behind me. And it's like a sign to the universe that it's like you're calling in your mate. You're calling in your mate, or your mate is calling in you. But boys, I feel like it's more the Queen. We have the Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're saying, not just anybody. I'm not just calling in anybody, or they're not just calling in anybody. Again, you know, in the Two of Cups, they're mirroring each other. These soulmates are mirroring each other, and what's mirroring them over the Four of Wands is the Ten of Cups. Like, I can't say that enough. You know, that is the potential. But I feel like, again, a lesson. What's the lesson been? About figuring out who I am, trusting my uniqueness and what it brings to the world, to the table, to a relationship, or not, just what it brings. This is a period when you are starting to enter into the world of soulmates. Like, you just find them at the right time. This was also a time when you yourself become, I almost feel like, you know, from the hermit, like, you know, where I'm really becoming the master teacher, let's say, or I'm shining the light for others. In the Three of Pentacles is saying that there's only you could have done it in this way. That's what the Eight of Swords is saying too. Like, this is your self. I can look at this as a prison, which it is. But if I look at sword by sword, if need be, break it down to where is it coming from. I feel like it's, boom, it's my emotional house. And that emotional house has traveled to my mental. Doesn't mean you have to accept it, right? You just have to clear it. You know, I get a lot of people say, well, how do I make someone else clear it? You can't. You can only control your own energy. Someone's not ready, they're not ready. Do you want it anyway? Okay. Anyway, so we have the world. Here's this Ace of Pentacles coming into your world. You've cleared the energy of the Eight of Swords. Here comes the next, you know, the next adventure, the next opportunity. I feel like you're saying yes to it. You're grabbing it. You know, I almost want to say I'm grabbing it by the balls. But within that energy, I feel like one thing you're doing is you're building your own independence, your own truth. I shouldn't say, like, it is your own truth. You're living within your truth. I feel like you're really learning. You're really not learning. I feel like ultimately we find you, like, leaving this reading completely trusting within your self, within your gift, or within your talents, no matter what had been told you. So the world says, get ready, right? Get ready. Here we come. And what's right next to it? You know, the Ace of Pentacles brings the world, brings the portal. Or am I going to walk through the portal? What's in that portal? What's right next to it? The Four of Wands, which is really the marriage card or the commitment card, and the Two of Cups, which is the soulmate card. It just can't be any clearer. And I feel like in the same breath, that doesn't mean that you should stop doing what you're doing as it relates to your pentacles. Keep doing that. That may be exactly what's attracting what's being attracted. Let's not forget, it's the Knight of Cups that is heading, dun, 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 it's heading your way. Okay, guys, I think, well, I wanted to look, okay, I didn't want to look, but I did. The Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of this deck. I'm kind of glad I looked, because I feel like, again, a lot of people say, like, how do I get over this, this energy? Start to go in your creative house. Like, what is it that think about, what are you here for? You're not here for nothing. There's something about you. It's like your special power, right? It's like if you look up your birthday, right? Like, I'm September 13th, and even though if you read like on the 13th, first of all, it can mean like karma came with you. And I know that. I know I have paid some karma off in this lifetime. But I have paid it off. Hopefully I'm not creating more. But I have paid it off. I think. We'll see. Anyways, the Eight of Pentacles is willing to be the apprentice. And look, we end it with the Eight of Pentacles. Or the Nine of Pentacles, I'm sorry, which is success. So, all in all, guys, I feel like this is a pretty good reading. It didn't start, real happily or uppity. But it's not even about that. It's about the process, and as you close doors, and as you see yourself within certain energy, and my reaction, all of that, and your ability to create, right? It's like, that's what I feel like the Queen of Wands is doing. Like wow, when she spreads that wing of her dress, it's like, forget about it. Forget about it. So, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. I thank you for everything. I've been saying this month, I thank you for your donations. It's really what allows me to stay ad-free during the videos. I couldn't imagine it any other way. I know I've tried it and I hated it. It bothered me. Thank you for, welcome to all those who are new. Welcome. And thank you to all who have just been with me, and those who have just, for however how long. I thank you. I am grateful, and I loved your reading. I will see you next time at my table. Bye-bye.